Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a pizza shop and a moped. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you make it to the very end of the video, you'll get to see where we place the pizza shop in our city. The placement may surprise you. This is the amount of space required to make the pizza shop. And here are all of the materials that we will need to build it. Begin by placing a brick on the ground. Dig to the right of this. Place a birch plank in the hole with a dark oak door on top. Right of that, place a brick, and then dig 3 more rows to the right. 1, 2, 3. Fill that in with cyan terracotta, and then on the end, place a brick. We then want to extend each brick up by 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Then connect them together across the top. Then fill this window area in with glass pane. Then, on top of the bricks, extending from left to right, place a birch plank, and then 5 blue concrete, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a birch plank on the end. Add another row of blue concrete on top, just like this. Next, we want to dig out the remaining part of the grid in front of the pizza shop and replace whatever we destroy with smooth stone. Next, grab an end rod and leaving a gap of 1 from the middle of this window, place an end rod. A blue carpet on top. A smooth quartz stair either side. Birch signs on the sides of these stairs. You could also use trapdoors of some description as well, but I'm going with good old-fashioned birch signs. Next, beginning above the door, place a red wall. To the right of it, a white, then a red wall, white, red, stopping just before the end. We then want to place, in front of these blocks, the same coloured carpet, so that means placing a string in front of and below these where necessary. And then we are able to place the carpets. And on top of either the red blocks or the white blocks, I'm going to stack an additional carpet just because it adds a slight bit of detail. In front of and to the right of the pizza shop, we want to suspend a black concrete 1 row off the ground. Item frame in front of it with a bread inside of it. Then we want to place spruce trapdoors left, right, above and on top, just like this. Oh, and also just below the black concrete too. We also want to place a bell just left of the door, and then we are able to make the sign itself. So throw down the loom, open it up, place a brand new fresh blue banner in there, and we are just going to write out pizza in big yellow letters. So first of all, the P, pale sinister pattern, put blue dye in there, and then apply the perfess inverted pattern. Yellow dye back in, then the fess pattern, pale dexter, chief. Next is I, which is simply the pale pattern. Next is Z, which is the chief, base, and then the bend sinister pattern. We would then have to make another Z, but I'm just going to reuse that one. So instead, we need A, pale dexter, pale sinister, chief, fess. And there we have Pizzazz. But with our big brains, we can place P, I, Z, Z, A in front of the blue concrete sign at the top of the building. Doesn't that look great? On the right side of the build, we want to extend every brick and birch plank backwards by 5 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We then want to take this opportunity to dig out all of this white concrete and replace it with smooth stone. On the back of the build, we want to extend all of the bricks across, line up with the front of the build, and do the same with the birch plank row. And on the left side, we simply want to connect all of the rows front to back. Next, we are going to dig out the entire inside floor of the pizza shop and replace it with birch planks. We will also make the roof by placing mangrove slabs just above the brick line, like so. Next, we want to add a row of mangrove stairs on top of our birch planks, extending and wrapping around and connecting to our blue concrete sign. And then above this, we want to create a pyramid effect by adding an additional layer of mangrove stairs at the top, like so, all the way around the inside of this empty space. And then last but not least, we want to suspend a couple of rows of mangrove slab just above this to create this shape. With the pizza shop building complete, we can now head inside and work on the interior. Place an entire row of cyan terracotta across the back of the store. Then, on the right side, place 2 blast furnaces next to each other with stone brick wall attaching them to the ceiling. To the left of this, we want to stack a bunch of 1x1 paintings which can be interpreted as different menu items. In front of these, we want a mixture of a brewing stand, a pot, and a lantern. And above these, 3 item frames, which we can stack different ingredients into, so steak, carrot, sweet berries, but honestly you can go for absolutely anything, whatever you think looks good. You know, I would be remiss if I didn't remove this carrot and instead add horn coral fan because that actually looks like fries. Next, leaving a gap of 1 in front of the cyan terracotta, place a row of 1, 2, 3, 4 bricks extending out of this wall. Then place a stone stair, stone pressure plate, item frame, flower pot with a flower inside. Then blue carpet in front of this, and then lastly you can add a bell above the door if you like. With the entire inside of the pizza shop made, the last thing I will show you is how to make a moped. How else will we get our pizza delivered? Begin by placing a red concrete on the ground, with oak trapdoors flipped up either side of it. A daylight sensor on top, and behind the red concrete this would be the license plate, so I'm going to write pizza. Next, place a red carpet in front of our red concrete. We then want to place a red concrete above and in front of the red carpet. The reason for this is that we want to place a grindstone in this position, and you have to place it underneath something to get this effect. Then, place a red concrete on top of the grindstone, a dark oak fence gate behind it so that it opens this way. We are then able to add an item frame in front of this and on top of the grindstone, and then suspend a red banner off of the front of the fence gate. Lastly, a skeleton skull extending off of the back of the daylight sensor will give us our delivery vehicle. And that is the tutorial over, ladies and gentlemen. However, this video is not yet complete. We must now take our pizza shop and moped and place them in our city. I haven't really thought too much about this, but I can't help but want to provide the modern suburbs with a pizza shop. What else are they supposed to eat? Yeah, I think that this is going to work here quite nicely. This is going to be an interesting structural choice for the city. And that's it. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you are building yourself a city and you're looking for more things to build, then look no further than the mini city builds playlist down below in the description. Over 50 videos strong at the point of recording this video. Once again, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.